Hi, I'm Sean Toomey, and in this video I want to talk about the Oral-B Smart 6 6000N electric toothbrush. So in the past I've done some tech reviews, but today it's going to be a little bit different. I want to talk about a toothbrush. A few weeks back I bought this new toothbrush because I was due for an upgrade, and I actually had someone phone from Oral-B and they were like, Sean, it's been 2 years, you're due for an upgrade. I'm joking. I think my last electric toothbrush I had for about 5 years, and it really served me well. I had the same thing that happened to my iPhone 6. The battery just stopped working because I obviously made really good use of the product. So I decided that it was time to upgrade my electric toothbrush. I'm a big fan of electric toothbrushes, but if we're talking dental hygiene here, my advice is get an electric toothbrush if you don't have one yet. If you've never tried one, give it a try. So I recently decided to upgrade my toothbrush, and I bought this Oral-B Smart 6 a few weeks back. And the reason I'm making this review is because I actually couldn't find any good reviews online. So I hope this is helpful in helping you decide if this toothbrush is right for you. So let's jump into the unboxing. So there we go, that's what you get in the box. And let me just tell you right off the bat that the reasons why I was excited about getting this toothbrush, there were a few things. The one reason was that it obviously had a new battery and I desperately needed a new battery. Another thing it has is a feedback mechanism to tell you when you're brushing too hard. Let me show you how this works. So here we go, here's the toothbrush, and if I turn it on, first of all it's got this fancy light at the top, but if you brush too hard, there we go, the light goes red. I personally really like this feature because one of the dangers of brushing too hard is that you can actually erode your gums, and you definitely don't want to do that. So while brushing with this toothbrush, I can immediately see if I'm pushing too hard because this lights up, and if I'm using the app on my phone, and I'll get to that just now, then it'll also indicate that I'm brushing too hard. And that's the segue to the next feature, and that is that this toothbrush has got a Bluetooth connection. And I know what you're thinking, do we really need a toothbrush that connects via Bluetooth to our smartphone? The truth is, we don't. And if you are budget conscious, don't get this one. You can get other ones similar to this that don't have the Bluetooth connection. They are more affordable. But when it comes to connecting this toothbrush to the accompanying Oral-B app on your smartphone, I've actually really enjoyed the experience. And the way it works is, while you fire up the app, you can run a timer. And obviously the idea is to brush 2 minutes. So the app will help you time your brush, and it'll also keep track of your brushes within the activity. I really find it helpful to track habit and health related metrics and be able to look back on those on your smartphone. But more than just timing your brush, because the thing is, this obviously also has a mechanism where it kind of pauses every 30 seconds, and when you reach 2 minutes, it'll sort of pause and vibrate 3 times to indicate that your 2-minute brush is finished. So you don't need the app, you can just brush and it'll give you that feedback. But what I really liked in the app is that once you've finished brushing, it'll tell you to brush your tongue, and then it'll tell you to floss, and then it'll tell you to rinse with some kind of a mouthwash. It's all to encourage you to improve your dental health, and also it holds you accountable to do these things when it's really easy not to do them. And I know what you're also thinking is, what happens if you brush your teeth but you're not connected to the phone? That's where this guy actually stores up to 30 brushes inside the handle. And if you launch the app on your phone and you push this bottom button, then you can sync those brushes onto the app. So the syncing works really well. The only thing I've noticed is that it actually duplicates some of the brushes. I'm trying to figure out why that happens. I do have a habit of, after I finish brushing, I kind of rinse the brush under the water and then I sort of start it again. And I'm thinking that the toothbrush might be tracking that as an additional brush, which is unfortunate. I hope Oral-B can fix this, because if I only brush for about 5 to 10 seconds, it definitely shouldn't count that as a brush. In terms of your brushing data, currently the only option is to email yourself an export, either as a PDF or a CSV file, I believe. Currently there's no option to integrate with cloud storage to back up your brushing data. That's maybe something they could add in future. Then let's talk about this area at the top that lights up while the toothbrush is on. Okay, so when you set up your toothbrush with the app, you can choose what color you want this ring to light up, which is extremely customizable and special. I think that's actually cool, because people take this stuff really seriously, what color they want their toothbrush to be. So if they would have just decided for this to be orange or red or blue, they would have maybe offended someone. So I must give it to Oral-B and Brown for giving us that freedom to customize our toothbrush. I'm kind of joking, but I'm also not. So I think it's cool to customize things, but it's also maybe a little bit of a gimmick that you can choose the color. It's a nice touch. So when you set up this toothbrush with the app for the first time, you get to choose what color you want this ring to be. It's kind of cool, because maybe this is the kid in me coming out, but when I brush, that evening I had a power outage and everything was dark, yet when I brushed my teeth, I felt like a Jedi. Honestly, like, it's really cool to brush your teeth in the dark, and I can imagine that this could be really fun for kids. It's kind of like a lightsaber. I mean, I don't know. They haven't really brought out anything that's anything close to a real lightsaber, so you might as well use your imagination and have some fun. So with kids especially, I think that would be fun, but someone else might just call it a gimmick. That's up to you. The other thing I want to show you is that there are different brushing modes that you can flick through by using the selection button. So I'm just going to show you. If I put it on, that's the standard mode. That's a different mode. That's a slower mode. That's an even slower mode for polishing. It actually kind of oscillates and rotates. And this, I believe, is the massage mode. So, and then if I push it again, it goes back to the standard. I'll be honest with you, I haven't used any of these other modes. But again, I think it's nice to have. You know, you might have someone with sensitive gums or sensitive teeth and they want to use a gentler mode or a massage mode. It has happened where I've been brushing and then by mistake I switched the mode. But that's all right. They got to put the button somewhere, right? Then let's talk about charging. That's pretty standard. It comes with the Oral-B sort of charging stand, which is nice and compact. When you charge the brush, you pop it onto the stand and these lights come on. Similar to other devices, you know, the battery will illuminate and it'll show you that it is actively charging, which is always useful. And it's actually wireless charging if you think about it. So you just pop that on. So Oral-B toothbrushes had wireless charging before Apple iPhones had them. So in terms of the battery life, from my experience, that lasts for about a week to a week and a half. It could even last for 2 weeks. This obviously depends on usage. The other thing they give you in the box is this really cool little rubber stand. So this stand is here especially to hold your smartphone while you're brushing your teeth. And I like the way that it is made out of rubber and it's flexible and it's waterproof, so if it does get wet. I've actually found this stand to be insanely useful. I use it all over the place. I use it on my desk. I use it while sitting in the lounge and drinking a tea and having a snack, and maybe I want to watch something on my phone. I even use this, believe it or not, as a camera tripod. I've been shooting daily videos on my iPhone and I use this as the little tripod. So that was a pleasant surprise that this little stand is so useful, and I'm just glad that they included that in the box. And then the other thing you probably saw in the unboxing section of this video is the travel case. This is another reason why I wanted to buy this toothbrush, because it comes with a travel case. I travel quite a lot and I really like having a place to put my toothbrush. So this is a fairly simple plastic case that you push in and it opens like this. It's got a little foot at the bottom, which is kind of neat. So the toothbrush goes in there, clips in there, and then you've got space for your various toothbrush heads. There we go. Nice and neat, compact, ready to go into my suitcase. And the quality, it's good enough. It's not going to last forever. The more you travel and the more you open and close it, it's probably eventually going to come undone here. But other than that, it's really awesome. Great place to keep your toothbrush while you're traveling or even at home. Then the top of the toothbrush is the standard Oral-B brown mechanism for the toothbrush head. They haven't changed anything with that. It fits on, and the nice thing is you can actually use a toothbrush within a family. You can just buy different toothbrush heads and then you can exchange those. The only thing with that is that within the Oral-B app, you cannot create different profiles. So you cannot switch to different profiles, which is a little bit unfortunate, and I don't believe you can sync a toothbrush to multiple Oral-B apps on different phones. So if you want to use all of that functionality, then sharing the toothbrush isn't going to let you do that. If you want to use that functionality, then each person would have to get their own toothbrush. I bought this toothbrush a month ago and I've been really happy with it. The toothbrush does come with 3 brush heads in the box, but they are all different. So the one here that I'm using is sort of the standard one, and then the other 2 you would have seen in the unboxing. So those other toothbrush heads are meant for other uses, for polishing your teeth and, I don't know, shining them. Just so you know, the 3 brush heads that come in the box are different. They're not 3 of this type. Another feature that the Oral-B app offers is called Fun Zone, and this is aimed at kids, where they try and make brushing more fun, where they use the camera's facial recognition technology to put a mask over your face, and they add in a background of, say, a jungle, and every time you brush, you collect more points, and then you can level up into different environments. I haven't really used that much. I haven't tested it. I tested it and it seemed all right, but it could do with some improving. But hey, I guess, you know, if you have kids and you want to make brushing more fun, it's something you can try out and it might be effective. The other thing the timer offers on the app is while it's timing your brush, it shows you some news headlines and the weather, and you can even integrate your calendar with the app, so it shows you if you have any appointments coming up today. So it's a nice touch. I think it would be great to be able to customize that news feed to just show news that you're interested in. But I don't think I'm going to rely on the Oral-B app to give me my news on a daily basis. I have found myself reading some headlines or looking at the weather, and before I know it, sort of the 2 minutes are up. So it's a nice distraction while brushing. It's a nice add-on. And generally, looking at the toothbrush, it is well built. It's what you'd expect. The handle is a little bit bigger than the last one I had. And yeah, I'm generally really happy with this brush. So if you're looking for an upgrade in terms of an electric toothbrush, I would actually highly recommend this brush. It does come at a bit of a higher price compared to other toothbrushes, so it depends on what you're willing to spend on your brushing experience. I hope they improve the app a little bit more going forward, but I definitely give this one a thumbs up. If you're interested in this toothbrush, as always, I've left any relevant links down below in the comments. I do use affiliate links, so if you do purchase through those links, I do get a small commission at no expense to you, and I appreciate your support for this channel. If you have any questions about this specific toothbrush, leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see future tech reviews, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see future videos, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you an awesome day. I'm Sean Toomey, and I'll chat to you soon. Cheers.